this video, you will learn how to modify axis properties of a graph or a chart, and also how to insert axis on an external image. Now, this is just an image. This is just a PNG image, and this image does not have any of these axes, and I want to put axes of my own choice around this image, and we are going to do this in LaTeX. Now, one reason to make this video is that someone asked me a question, how to put these tick marks, major and minor tick marks, which you can see here. The major tick marks are shown in black and minor tick marks are shown in red. So someone asked a question that how they can put these major and minor tick marks of their own choice. As you can see that they are not same on both axes. On this horizontal axis, we have 4 minor tick marks and then a major tick mark, while on the vertical axis we have 2 minor tick marks and 1 major tick mark. So for some scientific publications and scientific charts, you want to put these tick marks on your axis of your own choice, and they are different on both axes. Now what happens is that if you get this image with the tick marks from a software, in most cases that image is in PNG form, and when you zoom it up to, let's say, 200%, your tick marks become very dim. But these tick marks which I am going to put will stay sharp at any resolution. Even if you go up to 800%, these tick marks will stay crystal clear. So this is one reason we want to put these tick marks in a professional quality software such as LaTeX. So let us see how we can do this. Now this image is in PNG form, and what you can do is that you type PNG to EPS in Google and you will see these few image converters. This first one, cloudconvert.com, allows you, I think, 1 or 2 conversions per day. But if you use this one, the third one, you might be able to do a little bit more conversions. So you click on that and you convert your image to EPS, because EPS is a vector format and your image will stay sharp at high zoom settings. So I have converted this image to EPS as well, because what if your image becomes distorted, because we want both image and these tick marks sharp. And now this is my LaTeX document, and if you are new to LaTeX, I will put another video at the end of this video how you can install LaTeX and how you can get started. It will take you about 40 minutes to install this LaTeX editor and also the Miktex, which is the LaTeX engine. And the third thing you need is Acrobat Reader or any PDF viewer. So these 3 things once you have installed, then you can work on LaTeX. And then you have to simply type few things which I am going to explain to you. In LaTeX, we start a document with this statement, document class article. Then we use certain packages to get some functionality. For example, this XColor package provides us some colors. This overpick will put our image inside the axis, and Tigs and PGF plots will provide us Tigs picture environment in which we are going to modify our axis, and we will be putting major and minor ticks. Then geometry package is for margins, or if you are using headers and footers in your document. Our document starts from begin document and it ends at end document. Then we have to start another environment. Anything which starts with \begin is called environment. So we have to type begin tigs picture, environment will start, and this is the point where this environment is ending. Now because we are modifying the axis, we have to work only within these begin and end statements. In fact, we will be working between these 2 square brackets. We will be modifying the style of the axis and everything in this area. Then we will put 2 more commands, one to put the picture inside the axis, and the second command will be to locate the picture at an appropriate location. So let's have a look at this image. First thing I want to do is I want to decide what is the height and width which I want to use on this paper. So it is roughly a square picture. So I would say height equals 10 centimeter, comma, and width equals 10 centimeter, comma. So this is roughly 10 by 10. Now the limit of my y-axis is from -1 to 5. So I will type y min equals -1 and y max equals 5. And now how many minor ticks I want on y-axis. So I will type minor y space and then tick, then space num equals 2. I want 2 minor ticks between any 2 major ticks on y-axis. Now what are the y ticks which I want? So y ticks equals, and inside the curly brackets the locations where I want major ticks, those are -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the locations where I want major ticks. So I will type y ticks equals these locations. And similarly I will type the same steps for the x-axis. So I am going to paste my code here. I want x ticks from 12 to 20. Now you can put your y-axis line on the left or right. So I want to put on the left. So I will type axis y line equals left, and I want x-axis line to be at the bottom. So axis x line equals bottom, and as you can see that my axis lines have arrow on the right hand side. And for this type of lines I type axis line style equals curly brackets dash and then LaTeX. If you want arrows on both sides you type LaTeX dash LaTeX, but I want only one side, so I will type dash LaTeX. And now we have to decide the style of major ticks and minor ticks. So I will just paste this code here, and this code is saying that every major tick slash dot style equals very thick. As you can see that major ticks are very thick, and then I will decide major tick length, which is 10 points. This length is 10 points and the color is black. Similarly I will select the minor tick style thick, not very thick, and then the length is 5 point and the color is red. So I have to type these 2 lines of code, and now my axes are set. And let me correct this as this is just y tick, not y ticks. And now to place the picture we have to use this code begin over pick, and then these are the options. We are using the absolute location, unit equals 1 millimeter, you can also use 1 point, scale equals 1, you can change the scale of this image, and then name of the image inside curly brackets. These options are in square brackets and the image name is in curly brackets, and then and over pick. Now I am going to compile this, and this will be different than this because this is my old compilation. So I just click on run, and now it has compiled successfully. And now I click on the second arrow to view, and when I view I can see that this is not correctly located because the image is towards this origin, and it is also covering this axis and also this axis, because the actual image is a little bit outside of this chart. Now we have to move this a little bit towards right and up. To do that we will use the node command \node and then square bracket right of the node and square bracket close at, then we use this parenthesis allocation, and I am using 1 4. You can hit and trial which location is best suited for your graph, and then I have to put all this code from begin over pick to end over pick inside the curly brackets. So I will put a curly bracket here and a curly bracket here, and to end this node command I have to put a semicolon. And now if I compile, I have put this bracket extra, so I just delete it. And because I knew that this 1 4 best suits me, so I just now I click on the second arrow to view my PDF, and now it looks perfect. But because I knew that this node location is best suited for this picture, you might have to do a hit and trial to put your image in the center. Now for example, if you want to move this axis towards right somewhere here, you can do that. before this end axis you type axis y line shift equals -1. So, -1 means that this will move approximately here. So, we have to move this bracket after this just like that. So, now I recompile and let us see how it moves, and now this has moved 1 unit towards right. If you want to move towards left, put plus sign. If you want to move this x axis up or down, you can use a similar command. So, let us copy this and paste it here. Instead of y you put x, and instead of minus let us say put 2 unit plus. Recompile, and now as you can see that now x has moved 2 y units downward. So, this is not looking good. So, I can just comment this by putting a % sign before that. So, this was just to show you if you want to move, but otherwise this location looks perfect. So, this is how you can manipulate major and minor ticks on your graphs using LaTeX, and you can also insert axes around any image. And now let us say you want to change the color of these major ticks. So, in this major tick area, so here in this line, instead of black you can type green for example, and now if I recompile and just view, now as you can see that these major ticks will appear green. So, this is how you can put axes around any image in LaTeX, and you can manipulate the graph axis and the major and minor ticks. So, I hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.